What's up guys, it's McNulty here. Welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are all doing well. And today the Covenant Summon has opened up once again and we have a brand new hero in the portal. So of course we're going to have a look at him today. But before we do, I just want to give a massive shout out to my members of my channel. In case you guys don't know, we do have memberships available on the channel. There are just two different tiers at the moment, so really basic tiers. You've got McNulty's Coffee Shop and McNulty's Beer Garden. And if you guys have been members or if you've been subscribed to the channel for a while now, and you want to show your support for me continuing to basically put decent content out on Empires and Puzzles, as I know there is a big lack of content creators, I would as well in the same vein give a shout out to anybody who is thinking of starting to make videos on Empires and Puzzles. We definitely need a bigger community of content creators working for this game that we all know and love. So massive shout out to these people who have joined my channel so far. And if you are interested in memberships, just go ahead, go onto the channel, click on the memberships, and there will be a description of the kind of perks that you can get for joining the channel. Anyways, with that being said, let us get back into it. We are here today to have a look at our latest hero, which I'm pretty excited about, to be fair. And this Covenant Summon is absolutely stacked. I mean, we have some insane heroes in here. Scoria, who's right there, looks like the brother of our newest hero. So we're going to have a look at this guy today. His name is Skarn. Sorry for poking you in the eye. But Skarn is our newest hero from the Covenant Summon, and he is a construct hero. So let's have a look. Let's see what he's all about. So first of all, he is an ice hero. Obviously, he's a 5-star legendary hero. He is of the rogue class, which is pretty cool. So he gets the chance to dodge damage from special skills. If the damage was dodged and you do use the Master Evade, then he will also deal 50% damage to the attacker. So that's on top of any damage that he's already dealing, which is pretty cool to have that extra addition as part of his talent. He is also of the construct family, so as we know, the constructs do get this construct core, and with him he has the corrosive core, which actually works really well alongside his special, as we'll see in just a moment. So with the construct core for this guy, it's a corrosive core. So the corrosive core will activate every time he casts his special skill, and it builds up charge. Now with a fully charged corrosive core, he deals corrosive poison, 226 damage, and lowers the target's mana generation by 13% every turn. That is pretty staunch. I mean, it does run for 3 turns, 226 poison damage each turn for 3 turns, plus that reduction in mana generation is really decent. I do like the corrosive core, and we're going to see how well it plays into this guy's special in just a moment. So as far as stats are concerned, we will just switch off the max power preview for him real quick. And we can see he's running a team power of 1083, so right in line with some of the most strongest heroes in the game at the moment. His attack stat is just under 1100, defense over 1000, easily over 1000, and health over 2000, which is just staunch. I mean, his stats are ballistic, so it means that he's going to stick around for a good long while. Art wise, I love it. I mean, he's just, like I said before, he looks exactly like, he's definitely related to Scoria in some way. It's probably the same artist that done these pictures, but they both really just, I love them. And I think that they scream construct hero through and through. And that's what we want. We want to see the themes continued along with all of these heroes that are released into the game. So yeah, good job on the art. And yeah, so far so good. Now, in terms of his special skill, he is running at very fast speed, which means you're going to be able to get him off in just 2 tile matches. And it's called Searing Frost, and he deals 185% damage to all enemies. All enemies then get negative 30% defense against ice for 3 turns. So a negative defense down against ice, and all enemies receive 378 frost damage over 3 turns. So that will, I believe, increase with limit breaks and emblems. So if we look at that, yeah, it's increased to 558 frost damage over 3 turns. So you can add that to the damage he's already doing with his corrosive poison, and you're doing probably, 200 frost damage and 200 poison damage every single turn. Granted, it's not a huge hit, so it's 185% damage to all enemies, but remember, his stats are just ballistic, so it is going to feel like you just got hit. But the main thing is that damage over time effect that he gives with the frost damage and the corrosive poison damage as well. The negative defense against ice is really good because it means that you can pair him up with the other heroes that give regular defense down, so it's another option for elemental defense down. I'd say the only thing that kind of works against this hero is that there's a lot of really good options for elemental defense down. I mean, we've got heroes like Costume Perseus who can do it probably better. Even Cinnamon, who was recently featured in the Soul Exchange. Even as against Titans, you can use 3-star heroes like Costume Nordri. But I think where this guy's going to shine is as part of an attacking team. You want a really fast hero which can just do some okay damage, but he leaves the damage over time element and he sets it up to where your other heroes are going to be able to take advantage of that elemental defense down. So overall, I really like this hero. I think he's great. I think it's cool that he's running at very fast speed. I don't think he's super overpowered, but I do think that he is not as strong as some of the other heroes. I mean, if we just compare him to Scoria, so I'll open up Scoria just for a second. So you can see with Scoria, 420% damage to the enemy with the highest remaining HP, and then 300% damage to all other enemies. Plus he gets the same corrosive poison core as we're seeing with, what's his name again now? Skarn. Scoria and Skarn. Granted he's running at average speed, but the difference in terms of the damage of the special is exponentially more, considering the fact that he's running at average speed. So with that being said, I think if you're a kind of tactician, somebody who likes to play the boards, and somebody who likes to sort of play fast heroes in battle where you can just chop the enemy down bit by bit, then Skarn is going to be an excellent choice for you, especially if you pair him up with other heroes that increase damage over time or that work well with status elements, etc. Refresh the duration of status elements, that kind of thing. He could be really, really effective as part of the right team. But as far as how he stacks up against the other heroes, we'll give him an A as far as how he stacks up against the other construct heroes. He looks great. I feel like he is going to be a good attacking hero, but he's not going to shine quite as much on defense, I would say. I mean, you're going to plan around it, you're going to bring a cleanse, and then when he throws that ailment on, you're going to have that cleanse ready to go. It is difficult because he's running at very fast speed as opposed to fast or average, but the damage is negligible, so you're probably going to be able to come back from it. So as an attacking hero, absolutely staunch. And then finally, he benefits from the special skill boost. So at the start of each turn at the beginning of the battle, that special skill is going to deal an additional 30% damage for the first 6 turns. So he will fire off within the first 6 turns, pretty much guaranteed. And then he's going to be hitting for 215% damage rather than the 185. So yeah, a pretty decent hero that we've got in here. But I think the main story is how absolutely stacked this Covenant Portal summon is. I mean, you've got heroes in here like Gwen, this little metal turd looking hero. She is just insane. And somebody's just literally before I put this video out just said she'd be actually really good as a counter for Costume Dia-chan because her damage bypasses the target's minions, and she also gets that corrosive core, and she does a boatload of damage as well. So she could be really effective against one of our meta tanks that we have in the game at the moment. So that's enough said. I mean, this portal is awesome. If you are going for your summons in this one, I think it's probably a good choice. Congratulations if you do manage to get your hands on Skarn, or potentially if you manage to get any one of these other heroes, because you'd be doing pretty well. With that being said, please do let me know in the comments what you guys think about our new hero Skarn. Drop us a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and if you have and you're considering taking things a little bit of a step further, or if you just enjoy the content and you want to contribute to the continued growth of the channel, then yeah, consider the memberships, as I said in the beginning. But yeah, that's pretty much everything I've got to say for now on Skarn. We do have some exciting content coming up in the very near future, thanks to one of our suggestions through the channel. I'm not going to give too much away at the moment, but there will be a pretty mega video coming up pretty soon, which I hope that a lot of you guys are going to like. With that being said, I wish you guys everything of the best. Good luck in your pulls, and I'll see you again next time. Bye for now.